Всем привет! Мы сейчас с Аароном Джексоном, игроком профессионального баскетбольного клуба ЦСКА. Прямо у него дома быстренько обсудим второй матч серии Сан-Антонио Сперс Хьюстон Рокетс. Собственно, Сперс просто обратную пощечину отвесили. I think it was a back slap actually in game 2. How do you think?
It was a payback. I think the Spurs did what they needed to do. They couldn't go to Houston down 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, they just can't allow that. And the first point I want to show you is how they defend against Hardin, especially because he's the beast there.
Yeah.
And look what they did. This is Ariza. He's driving, Gazelle chasing him, then back to Hardin. Close-out situation, it's a block because the bigs contain, and then look what happened. Transition offense, it's a horrible D. Kawhi, lone, and then another one moment. Hardin, it's a side pick and roll. He's playing inside, try to penetrate. It's a decent shot, but no, won't go. How do you think? Why? First game it was okay. I mean, they scored after the kind of these kind of possessions.
It looks like, I mean, you always gotta put fatigue into play.
Yeah,
they could be a little tired, but I think Pop did a real good job of taking away that three-point line for Hardin and the ISOs. They pushed up on him, and they wanted to see him shoot the pull-up jumper, because you know James Harden doesn't really shoot the pull-up jumper a lot. He likes to shoot a pull-up three.
This is because of the Maury ball, I would say. They kind of forbid him to shoot the pull-up jumper.
Yes, they want you to shoot the pull-up jumper or come in to try to score one of our bigs. We got Paul Gasol, we got Aldridge, try to score one of those. Houston built their whole game around shooting the three. They haven't really. It's either shooting a three or getting an easy bucket. That's been Dan and Tony MO since he's been a coach in Phoenix, and they took away from that. They took away the three-point line, and they said, you know what, shoot the mid-range two, which is a hard two to make.
Do you think that he can play better next game? Because game 1, everything was falling down. I mean, like, to everything, every shot was a bucket for him.
For sure. I don't think you're going to see this repeat of James Harden in the third game. I think he's going to come in Houston. He's going to play a lot better, and I think they're going to ultimately need all his points and his threes, and he's gonna make those floaters like you see he's missing right now. He's gonna make all those, and he's gonna create better for his teammates.
Well, this is a very important moment, I would say. Right now, Hard attacks Aldridge on the pick and roll. That's what they did actually in the game 1 with a big success.
Yeah.
Look what they switch again, and the same situation. Harden scored twice in game 1.
Yeah.
This one. Driving, was it a lob or whatever? It's a bad pass.
You can see Aldridge on the start of this play that both his feet is outside the three-point line, and that right there, it kind of intimidates Harden to not shoot the ISO three. It's rather to just go by him. Like both his feet outside the three-point line, so that's like, and he has his hand contested outside the three-point line. So he had a chance to shoot, but once you see a defender that you have a mismatch on, automatically you think, okay, his feet's above the three-point line, his hands above the three-point line, I have a chance to get by him. And he did have a chance to get by him. He just made the wrong decision.
Just a misread?
Yeah, just a misread, because he had a clear layup. Maybe it could have been an and one. He could use the backboard. And he just made a clear misread, and I'm sure he won't make that again.
Anderson is still on fire. He got 18 points, 8 rebounds. And how do you think? Can Houston use more of Anderson, go with him in game 3?
Yeah, I think actually they're gonna keep on using how they're using him right now, just scoring 18 and scoring 20 here and there. They don't really need him to be a 30, 40 point game. They need that from Harden, and it's just that James Harden got to do a better job of finding him, because as you see, Anderson's on fire. He's not really missing any shots, so. You don't want to make him to be a key emphasis, because that's just going to take the rhythm out of Houston Rockets, which will, I think, ultimately be best for the Spurs.
Another point of emphasis over here is Kawhi Leonard is playing ISOs, like a lot. Like every, I would say, third possession, he played one-on-one. Look what they did. They play ISO on Kawhi. He gets the ball, and then they see help from Anderson, correct?
Yep.
Swing the ball, and Danny Green attacks Harden. He makes him to play defense, and there was not once, not twice.
Popovich does a great job of exploiting people's weaknesses, and I'm pretty sure that was a tactic on the whiteboard before the game. Like, let's attack James Harden on offense.
For sure. The same moment over here, transition. Look, he grabbed Kawhi over here.
That's it.
It's a pause.
Yeah.
And they play pick and roll because it's again mismatch over here. David Lee playing against Harden. Lee says yes, that's pick. They switch. Yep. Wonderful possession.
I mean, like, smart.
Amazing.
He's probably the best playmaker. He's one of the best playmakers in the league. And this year he was rated the best playmaker in the league. It's a historical record. So why don't you do something to attack him with defense and make him get fouls to get out the game? And not only that, get him out the game. It's gonna tire him out if he has to play defense, and it's gonna affect him more offense.
Trevor Ariza got 23 in the first game, and they just said, okay, we dare you to shoot and score once again 25 on us. Can you do that? And look at this, how this turns out. He got 0 from 3-point. None.
0, he didn't make a shot?
No. I mean, it was decent shots actually, the nice looks. How do you explain that? And I mean, the situations are the similar like in game 1. The same looks.
I think Houston did. I think they played with more tactic. They thought about going all out for game 1 because that's the easiest game to steal. If you're on a road team and you go on someone's court, the best game is to steal game 1, and they did that. I think they put all their eggs in that basket, and it kind of tired them out. That's why you see a lot of missed open shots from Harden, as you see from Ariza, and they're probably just gonna bank it down. You know what? We did our job. We went 1-1 in San Antonio. Let's see if we can get 2 in Houston.
And the main question before the game 3: who will replace Tony Parker? And is it even possible? Because he played an unbelievable game. He got 18 points, 4 assists, 0 turnovers.
Everyone, he always just say, yo, all we need to do is get Tony Parker healthy in the playoffs, and we can go deep in the playoffs. We don't need him in the regular season. We just need him healthy in the playoffs. And unfortunately, he got injured this game. They say he's doubtful, but you know, if you have a coach like Popovich, you can't even worry about it. He's going to keep the machine going. Maybe you play Patty Mills more, let Kawhi Leonard bring the ball off the court more. Anyone that's Harden's guarding, you make them bring up the ball up the court more because he's not going to play a lot of press defense on them, and then you just get your offense started with a plan B attack. Even though Tony Parker's the plan A. Yeah,
I was thinking that maybe as soon as the Spurs playing so much of a motion weak offense, maybe they don't need a point guard as it is. Like Jonathan Simmons can dribble the ball or old guy Ginobili. Is it possible?
You can bring Ginobili into it. He can bring the ball up. Anyone, it's just going to be tough in Houston because I know how they play when they're in Houston, and then you got Patrick Beverley. He's going to be riled up, and it might suffer if you don't have a person like Tony Parker caliber bringing the ball to the court, because Patrick Beverley's going to put a lot of pressure on whoever brings the ball to the court. And if it's Ginobili, I can see Patrick Beverley really trying to harass him the whole game.
Do you think Rockets will win the series?
Yes, I think 4-2.
4-2. Still give the Spurs 1 win.
I still give Spurs got 1 more win in them, but I think Houston will take a 2-0 lead, 2 wins in Houston. I don't think Paul Gasol and Ginobili can keep up with this pace that's about to happen in Houston, and it's gonna suffer.
Let's see what you got.
And what you think? You think San Antonio?
No, I think that the Spurs still win the series. Maybe 7. It's gonna be maybe 7 games, but 4-3, maybe even 4-2. Spurs will win.
4-2. Oh, you think Houston's gonna win one more game?
I think Spurs will win 1 game in Houston anyway. Maybe it's gonna be not the next game, but game 4. Mike D'Antoni played only 8 guys through 1.5 quarters.
Exactly.
8. Let's say even 7.5.
Yeah.
I would say so. He didn't play in 8 exactly that much.
Yeah, I told you, I'm telling. They did what they wanted to do. They wanted to win 1 in San Antonio, and they did that. And they said game 2 is just a toss-up game. If we're looking like we got a chance to win this game, we're gonna go all out. But if it's not going our way, we're not even gonna tire our guys out or show the rest of our game plan. And I think it's a chess move. You have to play a chess move when you're playing against Сан-Антонио.
Это было мнение Аарона Джексона. Кто, по вашему мнению, выиграет в противостоянии Сан-Антонио и Хьюстона? Пожалуйста, пишите в комментариях, нажимайте пальцы вверх и пишите, как вам такой разбор матчей от, скажем, игрока в Европе, но все-таки американца. NBA – это глобальная лига, поэтому разбираем ее везде. Всем спасибо за внимание. Счастливо. Thank you very much, Aaron.
Thank you.